Hey, welcome to the Soul Lake Collective channel with Diane and Karen here. We are here today to just give a little extra support to all that's going on energetically with the Lionsgate portal, which is August 8th through was it the 12th?
Just about the
August
12th.
12th. I
Yeah.
think it is. So we're in it for a few more days, and Mercury retrograde is happening. There's a, did we just have a new moon? No, the full moon's coming up August 19th.
Something about
Um,
that. Yeah.
yeah, something about that. And
We're in a pressure
so
cooker.
so you experiencing, we've put out a few videos on, a light language transmission. We'll link them at the end of this and just like what might a light language transmission for the massive shift that's happening energetically and spiritually. This is a time for spiritual healing, for transformation, for um, uh, just, maybe your clair senses are opening up. We have a video about that too. Um, um, so we're just here to work with some cards, some oracle
Yes.
cards. If you're not familiar with oracle cards, I was working actually with a new client this morning in my office, and I brought out a pack, and she was really nervous about it. And what are they? And I said, there's nothing to fear about them. It's a spiritual tool, is what it is. It's a divination tool.
Mhm.
So, some people like to use rosary beads or the sign of the cross or crystals or there's so many different
So many.
tools, so many tarot cards, so many. But we're using oracle cards today. And a beautiful cardinal was just at my window. Hello. He wants to be part of it, bringing in that red energy, that grounding color of red for the root chakra that relates to the root chakra. Um, but yeah, let's just get started. Karen, do you have some cards in front of
Yeah. Let me
you?
just
You
see
want
what
to?
wants to come out. And the cards, right?
And
Cards.
the intention again is to support the collective. So whoever's tuning in, give you some additional guidance, support, trusting that this is all for the greatest and highest good of everybody,
Yeah.
including ourselves, tuning in and coming um, from and through our hearts to
Yeah.
yours.
And the cards in general, they really just help me tap into my own, right? Being a very visual person. It helps me tap into my own intuition. I'm not tapping into any outside forces. So we're going to start today with the deer and oat. This is a deck I actually purchased in Scotland. And healing, right? Healing. There's that beautiful deer energy. I have a deerskin drum right behind me. That feeling like that frequency of energy wants to come through. This portal is allowing us to um, I'm seeing it as walking along and picking thing like you're on a path and you're picking a rock up and then you go a couple more feet and you're picking up another rock. And this is a little bit about our healing journey, right? We're moving along, and then we trip on something like, oh, that needs to be looked at. And then we move forward again, that needs to be looked at. Deer, such a beautiful, beautiful healing animal. Um, Majesties of the forest, right? Bambi, right? Oh, Bambi. Um, and again, it invokes emotion. I bring up Bambi, and that brings up that emotion of, again, something that needs to be healed from. I experienced something in my life or watching Bambi, and now that's something I need to heal through. That's just where I'm opening today, healing.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'm using what deck is this from? This is from the Spirits of Nature. So I work
I
with
love that.
nature
We
a
don't discuss
lot.
which decks we're using.
I know this is uh the desert,
Mm.
thirst, beautiful oranges and reds and yellow. So those are the color, those, what the colors that are coming through. Those are the colors of the lower energetic centers, the root, the sacral. The yellow is the solar plexus. And so I'm feeling in, and the people that have been coming to work with me the past week or two, they've been really up in their heads, like having feelings of anxiety and just scattered energy, having that like not wanting something more, but not exactly knowing what that is. And so maybe perhaps you're experiencing that too. And that's that thirst, right? The desert is so dry, and having that thirst for something that your soul might be calling you to pay attention to. Um, Come to the water. And that's
Mm.
really what this channel is all about. Come to the water, have a drink with us, not a glass of wine, not a bourbon on the rocks. Um, this is pay attention, get out in nature,
Mm.
paint, draw, sing, play, build something, make something, do something that makes your soul sing, bring joy. That quenches the thirst. That is what quenches the thirst. It's not binging on Netflix. It's not going on a shopping spree. It's although those things can be fun, that's not what the deepest part of you is thirsty for. So really paying attention to that.
It's that calling, right? That being called, that feels like being called.
Yeah.
And here comes Bear, Bear in the cedar, right? Cedar. First, I'm gonna just start with cedar. Um, I find cedar to be such a powerful essential oil. I find I work with that essential oil. I have cedar trees on my property, high energies. But the bear is representing leadership. And
Mm.
as we are in this portal right now, all of these energies coming in, and you are healing, right? You're thirsting. Like, what am I thirsting for? And you're on this healing journey, and you have people around you, and maybe you are, maybe you're just stepping out, or maybe, maybe you're beautifully working at Diane and I's level, and there is no hierarchy on level. It's just a matter of how far you've stepped in. You may find there's people around you seeking also. And are you willing, right? Bear, I feel like there's this invitation by Bear. Are you willing to step in and provide a little bit of leadership? You may have young children who are going through dream sequences right now. How can I lead them better? How can I keep them out of fear? How can I speak to them in a more loving, positive way, so that they can continue? You may have been through certain experiences in your life, and you're needing now to hold a hand out to somebody else as a leader. Like, let me show you how I've healed. Um, yeah. And actually that card's a number 9, has a number 9 on it, right? And there's that finishing up of the cycle. There's a cycle finishing here, maybe it is time for you to be the leader, in your family or in your healing practice, or start creating more so that you can bring people forward, and out of that Netflix drowsiness. It's like a drowsiness, right? It's just lazy. Like, when I love to turn it on, but I'm aware that I'm lazy and I want to lead people. Let's go for a walk now instead. Let's go, it's a weekend. Let's not watch a series. Let's go to the forest.
Yeah,
Leading in a way through your heart.
absolutely. And the one I just pulled, I think corresponds with that beautifully. Eagle
Mm.
medicine and eagle, I mean, that's like leadership right there, right? And just that soaring into new heights, into new energies, the beautiful white and blue of the upper chakra. So moving into, we went from the desert, right? Quenching that thirst. As you do take uh step into a more of a leadership role. And maybe that's just one person that you're leading. Maybe you're a single parent. Maybe maybe it's just being the leader in an apartment building on your floor or something, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're leading a corporation or leading a group of women's circles or whatever it is. But just really embracing and expanding your wings so that you can rise higher. Um, and also, the eagle does fly so high, but he's super focused, right? He can
Mm.
see the clarity. He's got clarity, razor focus. So maybe um, things in your environment need to be cleared out a little bit more in order for you to have a sharper focus.
Mm.
Because I know for me, if I have like clutter around, it's very hard to stay focused because my mind is going from one thing to the next, whether that's like too many emails in my inbox or too many piles in my kitchen. And I'm looking around my kitchen right now, and yeah, there's a few piles I need to I need to straighten up,
Yeah.
so that I can feel that energy, because the energy gets stagnant. It gets the energy in our environments, in our heads, as well as in our physical environments, when we don't, keep it pretty clear so that it can move freely through it. Yeah, but I love all those. Anything else from you, Karen, before we
Yeah.
close up this?
The ram and the dahlia. And what I'm so drawn to on this particular card is it is a one. So it's the first card in the deck. And the astrological sign Aries comes right in for me. So determination, right? Are you starting a new cycle? Are you coming out of the dark? The other cards are all light backgrounds. I just want to show that. There's such power in through these exploratory work that we do by going within during these powerful cycles. And can you come out more determined? Can you come out more focused? The fact that there's the one eye, right? It's like focused. Focus. You were just talking about that with the beautiful eagle. Coming a little bit out of the confusion, coming in, and there's this beautiful creative support around the dahlia. I'm hearing multiple points of light that you can
And I just
bring
pulled this
yourself
one,
to.
just you
Oh my
were
God.
saying multiple points of light.
You can bring yourself to what do I choose as my next step? How determined am I to heal from this, to become the leader, to look at as that beautiful eagle card I'm so drawn to. How can I look at all of this from a different point of view? I am determined. I am staying on my path. I have support behind me. I have the ability to move forward in a different way. And I actually hearing it's like a message from the ram of there is no other way. He's literally moving forward. The other cards. It's like there's some stagnation here.
Yep, the
Excuse me
thirst,
with
the
my voice.
desert.
Always a potential for, oh my goodness. So I really just want to say that by the time we've come out of August, you may be different. You may be looking at things different. You may have experienced healing. You may be leading people. You may
Yeah,
be you may be exerting yourself in such a different way that you don't even recognize it because you're healing,
that's
you're
right.
healing. Yeah. We're
And
all
this,
healing. You are not alone.
that's right. And the eagle, as he's soaring higher and higher up to these snowy peaks, this is the Merkaba activation. The Merkaba is this six-pointed star, and it is all about transcendence, ascension. You are rising up, is what it says.
Balance. Yeah.
Exactly. You are rising up. And so know
Even
that,
yeah.
feel that, believe that, keep showing up for yourself, keep showing up here on our channel, leaving us. We love your beautiful comments and engagement. Let us know how we can support you.
Yeah.
Karen and I work virtually as well as in person if you're happen to be living near us. But yeah, we work together virtually since we're in different states. You can book a session with us, either a spiritual mentorship
Mhm.
call for your personal spirituality journey or your spiritual business, or we offer energetic experiences where we do a light language transmission and healing. And we would love to
Yeah.
support you in any way that we can. But thank you
And
so
let
much
us,
for
yeah,
joining us.
let us
Yeah.
know if you like the cards. That you may really, we would love to come on and do more. You may enjoy these, you may not. We just feel
Yeah, we haven't
called
really
to do
worked with the
them when we do
cards
them.
too much on the channel.
Yeah.
We work with them in our practices, but thanks for letting us play.
Thank you. Have a great rest of the energetic support that's coming in. Allow
Yeah.
it. Allow yourself to move forward.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.